People doing construction out there. At 10 in the morning. So today I gotta get some stuff off my chest. So as I'm positive you've heard by now, Pokemon Go came out recently. And if you haven't heard about it by now, I'd be surprised because everybody and their grandfather is tweeting about this game. Now don't get me wrong, I love this game. I think it's an awesome, really fun game, but there's a few things I just need to vent about. So if you don't know what Pokemon Go is, that's probably because you live under a rock. But basically it's a game where you go out into the real world, like outside, and you have to go walk around and, catch Pokemon. And it's really cool, it's really fun. You walk around, you can go with your friends, you catch rare Pokemon, but there are a few things that have made me quite angry about this game. So the first thing I want to talk about is that this game is freaking dangerous. Although when you open the app, there's like a 0.7 second long loading screen that says, make sure you watch where you're going, it really isn't helpful. This game is just extremely distracting. So what I'm about to tell you guys is a real life event that actually happened to me recently. Alright, so I'm sitting with my friend, we're in his car and he's driving. I'm just chilling on my phone, minding my own business, and suddenly I see him pull his phone out. And I don't think much of it, he is driving so he shouldn't be on his phone, but maybe he's just switching a song or something. But suddenly, I look over, and he's holding it up to his steering wheel. I look all the way over, and he's trying to catch a Pidgey while he's driving. I'm like, hey man, you're driving, you shouldn't be trying to catch Pokemon. And he's like, okay, you're right. So he stops in the middle of the road to try to catch this Pidgey. Now look, I love the dedication and all, but we're driving, and we're stopped in the middle of this one-way road trying to catch a Pokemon. And I know what you're thinking, that's not Nintendo's fault, so I can't say that it's their problem, but I'm just ranting about the overall game and everything that it impacts in general. But that's not the only way this game is dangerous. For example, the other day, I was running through a grass hill trying to get to a Pokestop, and I slipped and fell into a pit. Now you're like, oh John, it probably wasn't that bad. Okay, I'm about to show you a picture of what happened to my leg when I fell into this pit. So if you don't like blood, you're gonna wanna look away in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom! This is what happened. I fell into a freaking pit, running, trying to get to a Pokestop looking at my phone. This was my own fault. I was careless and I was just sprinting, and my friends actually got it on their Snapchat story, so here's a picture of me coming out of the pit. So all I'm trying to say is that this game is very distracting and people should pay more attention to their surroundings when playing Pokemon Go. The next thing that kind of rustles my jimmies in this game is the whole egg system. So for those of you who don't know, when you get an egg, there's a certain distance underneath the egg, and that's how far you have to walk in order to hatch your egg. Now, you would think it wouldn't be too far, but some of them are 10 kilometers. Now, because I don't speak British, I had to put this into a converter, and that's over 6 miles. You have to walk 6 miles to hatch a Pokemon egg. That's ridiculous. I don't walk 6 miles in like a month. But nevertheless, my friend and I walked 5 kilometers to hatch one of my eggs, and you know what I got? A freaking Venonat, which I already had like 19 of. So if that's not bad enough, you can only have 9 eggs at a time. So for example, right now I have 9 eggs in there, and I have to walk 5 kilometers before I can get any new eggs because all the space is filled up. Okay, I get it, it's exercise, you should go outside, Pokemon Go and walk around. But I don't think the egg thing is very fair because walking 5 kilometers, aka like 3-point-something miles, takes a long time, and I can't get any new eggs until I do it. But I don't know, I guess that's how the game was designed, so I probably shouldn't complain about that too much. The next thing I want to talk about is the most obvious thing and the most tweeted about, the servers. The only thing that goes down as often as the Pokemon Go servers is my subscriber count, and that goes down a lot. So this wouldn't be a problem, except every time I pull out my incense, which only lasts for 30 minutes, the servers go down after like 5 minutes, and I can't even use it. This is an issue that a lot of people tweet about, but it's something that I felt I should add to this video. So it's no secret that Pokemon Go has pretty much taken over our society at the moment. Now I only follow about 40 to 50 people, but no joke, for the past few days, all I've been seeing are posts like this from people I follow about Pokemon Go. But it's everywhere. People are like, hey look, I found a Squirtle in my shower. Hey look, there's a Magikarp in my fridge. Now it's funny and all, but once everyone starts posting about it non-stop, it just kind of starts to get old. Now that's not the main reason social media bothers me, because it's not a huge deal that everyone's posting about it. The biggest thing that upset me is that it was trending on Twitter, but it was spelt wrong. Pokemon Go. What is Pokemon Go? So whoever started the hashtag clearly spelt it wrong, and everyone just hopped on board, and the game was trending with the wrong name. I don't know why that really bothered me, but it just was. When there's a typo in a trending tweet, that's just... How does something like that happen? Thousands of people have to make that typo in order for that to happen. Alright guys, I think I've ranted enough on this topic. I hope you see where I'm coming from. A lot of the things I talked about aren't really Pokemon or Nintendo's fault. it's your guys' fault. No, I'm just kidding, but it is a really fun game and I am having a lot of fun with it. So I'm very glad it came out. So I want to know what you guys think about Pokemon Go. Let me know down in the comments if you're loving the game or things that you want to rant about the game. Just let me know down in the comments. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up. And as always, stay Zexy. See you guys.